play long notes and long breaks.
We're Slime, and I'm Toby.
And I'm Claudia, and we make music together.
And visual arts and digital arts.
And yeah.
I think we just started working together naturally. We both have done music in various forms, in different forms, and when we met, it was just pretty clear from the beginning that we wanted to collaborate. We wanted to make projects or try out different things. And then I think pretty quickly we were like, okay, let's make a project. Let's have our own band or group or whatever you want to call it. An outlet for all the things, all the projects, all the things we want to do.
So I think in terms of context of inspiration and our aesthetic, I think it's just searching in how to be a human and how to exist. It's life's biggest game, I guess.
Yeah, just trying to look at, okay, so now we live in a society full of technology and we all have this like possibility to just, we can be in VR and live as avatars for most of the day if you want that, or we can be online most of the day if you want that. And then, you know, who are you when you're online? Are you the same you that's offline? And I think all of those kind of possibilities of like human expression through like a medium, I mean, whether that medium is like Renaissance painting or you know, a computer game, a virtual computer online game, doesn't really matter. It's more like find like platforms to discover what you are maybe, and give people an opportunity to do the same thing. We're working with kind of like metal and like black metal, like kind of cliches, and also cliches from like electronic music and hyperpop. And I guess, I mean, I think all these things are just kind of like possibilities for expression or like possibilities for exploration. And I guess like traditionally, like black metal has been like a genre which has been like an exploration of maybe aggression and you know, like anger and these things, and I think that was probably really important. But I think it also, there's like all these other potentials within that genre, for instance, that means something else inside like a digital aesthetic. So maybe there's also something like really intimate or really kind of, I don't know, really vulnerable or really artificial and weird within that genre. And I think maybe that's a little bit what we're working towards now, like trying to find that quality. Or Nico has done so many, like really pushing the boundaries of like, okay, what is like the multitude of new interesting pieces and formats and composers we can work with, and yeah, just like this like interest of exploration, I think has been like super inspiring. We didn't come into this room working with like a super clear vision. I think we were coming in with like something we want to explore, and something that and sometimes we don't even really know where that thing is or what that thing is. But then I think just the kind of the collaboration with the ensemble, or like setting up a room where there are a lot of possibilities and a lot of things can go wrong and a lot of things can happen. We just kind of try and make as many of those things happen as we can, and then hopefully something kind of crystallizes that we kind of feel doesn't exist yet, and that we want to show people. So that could be like some kind of aesthetic that doesn't exist yet, or some kind of merge of aesthetics that doesn't exist yet.
And maybe at the core of that, what I was trying to say is the inner child is like igniting some kind of fire inside you, or there's some fire I feel that everybody has inside of you. And
there is this core feeling. I think this project is leaning more and more towards that. Like, okay, what's the like joy of playing music, and what's kind of like the joy of playing computer games, or what's that like fundamental thing that just makes you want to go wah, you know, when you were a kid.
Yeah, like that scream energy.
Yeah, like awakening that in an audience, or letting an audience kind of feel that, or encounter that
inner world of that happening in real time.
Yeah. So there's that, and this kind of like intimacy thing with something virtual, or something like far-fetched that we're trying to. I think we're just trying to kind of channel that through the music. I think like culturally, music has always been like this like medium for channeling like ghosts and spirits and all kinds of things, right? So it's like I think we're kind of heading in the same direction, like trying to channel something that maybe lives somewhere hidden in between the cracks of the internet or something, but it maybe can be like brought into the room. Michael Jackson has this fantastic quote. He says that when you write music, you have to let God into the room. And I don't think he means that in the religious sense. I think he means that more in the sense of like you have to open the door for something special to be able to happen. So I think that's what we're doing here now. It's not like coming in with a score and this is what we want, but it's more like, okay, can we create a situation where something can, and then a lot of the things that we create are kind of like trash, or we have to throw it away, but then there will be something that's interesting in the end, for sure.